Hey y'all, it's Nerdydollgirl again here. So I'm making a new video to discuss the changes to Soul-Doll BJD Doll Company. So when I heard the news, I was sad just because there are so many different sculpts and colors, and especially fantasy dolls by Soul-Doll. And so it was kind of disappointing to hear that they were discontinuing so many dolls. Now, I, like many people probably, went on their website and kind of tried to read the information about the discontinuation of their dolls. And I don't know if it's a language barrier or because I have a learning disability or a combination of those things, but I had a really hard time reading and understanding the announcement. And so I was figuring that hopefully, maybe, unless it's just me, that other people had a little bit of a hard time understanding their notice as well. There has been a lot of upset, a lot of disappointment, a lot of scrambling by people because of the fact that Soul-Doll is pretty much canceling a huge percentage of their dolls. So I discussed it with my husband, and he is a very analytical brain. So I pretty much had the poor man read out everything that the statement said and kind of explain it to me in words that I could understand, so that I could hopefully help other people understand what was going on. Like I said, I don't know if it's just me who feels that way, but I thought I would make this video anyways. So my personal experience from Soul-Doll is probably different than most people, unless you've never bought from them. I have only bought one doll from Soul-Doll from the company. I have bought last year or so, I did buy Zenith head. I can't remember. I think it was Sean. I did buy a Sean head and tried to kind of get a body for him. And then I ended up buying another Soul-Doll boy just to have the full doll, but the body was not for sale by itself. You had to buy the full doll from the person selling it. So I bought the whole doll and kind of just sold the head that I didn't really like. But so I don't have a lot of experience with Soul-Doll. The one doll that I did buy from them, I think her name was NZL. You can look up the pronunciation, but she was a beautiful limited release that was in lilac skin. Well, I got her in lilac skin, and she also had a centaur version of her, and she was an absolutely gorgeous doll. I will post pictures at the end for you guys to see her, and I loved her, but I didn't really like the body. It just wasn't the type of body that I liked, but she was a gorgeous doll. And Soul-Doll is known for their very unique and beautiful sculpts with amazing fantasy colors. And I think that is one of the reasons that they've been so popular over the years, is because they offer so many different colors and the fantasy parts and everything. And personally, that is why I a lot of times would drool over their pictures, because they literally have probably some of the nicest fantasy dolls that I've ever seen. Bearing that, I would really like it if people have other companies that they also do fantasy parts and fantasy dolls for, because I'm always interested in that. But when I did order from them, I think my order took about 3 to 4 months to arrive, and I'm in Canada, so that's pretty good. I know that the big thing that has been going on with Soul Doll as of late is that a lot of their dolls have taken months and months and months. I know that the average wait time has been anywhere from 7 to 12 months, I think it is. And a lot of people have been getting angry and frustrated at Soul Doll because they've been waiting forever for their dolls. Now, if you're new to the hobby, the thought of waiting 7 to 12 months for a doll is torturous, and probably overwhelming. And I will just say, as someone who's been collecting for like over 20 years, that's overwhelming to me. I did actually start to get into laddie dolls, and I loved them, but the wait time usually for a laddie doll is between 13 and 16 months. And to me, I felt like that was outrageous and not something that I was willing to do, because for me, the excitement of a new doll is, I can only handle so long. I mean, 12 to 16 months to me feels like you're gonna forget the doll you ordered, and how can you get excited about it, right? So anyways, that is the big reason that Soul Doll has done all of this changing and this discounting. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna turn my my phone volume off because it keeps making annoying noises. I should have done that earlier. So we're gonna go into what I've kind of figured out with my husband what's going on. So the problem with Soul Doll at the moment, and the reason that they're discontinuing all these dolls, is because they wanted to offer the maximum versatility, even if production and shipping took longer. So I find that Soul Doll was a company that, you know, they would offer all these different skin tones, and I know from ordering different dolls that it's very hard to find a doll with special skin tones unless it is, you know, a limited edition, and those dolls tend to take, they're not always available from every kind of company. Not every kind of company offers different skin tones, and if they do, they tend to be the same types, like gray, or tan, and those would be kind of their special fantasy colors. Whereas Soul Doll would have an array of colors like lilac and light blue and green and just all these amazing colors, so they were able to do all these fantasy dolls in all these different colors. And the problem with that is, from what I've read on their website, the problem with that is say Susie wants a green doll. So they offer this doll in all the different colors. So she sees a Betty doll. The Betty doll is perfect. She loves it, and they're offering it in green skin and tan skin and light blue and normal skin and white skin. So 5 options. And so she decides she's going to get Betty in green skin. So that is great. That's great. I love the fact that Soul Doll offered that. The problem, it seems, is for them, if Susie ordered Betty in green skin and then Joe over here ordered her in white skin, and, you know, Jose over here ordered her in light blue skin, there'd be all these different people ordering all these different colors, and it became overwhelming to them. The other thing that is possible is maybe they offered all these skin tones, but only one or, you know, a couple of them were popular. So one person might have ordered a green doll and nobody else. So they would have to produce one doll in green skin, and to someone who does not make dolls like me or you, it might not seem like such a big deal? Okay, well, so one person wants green skin, what's the big deal? Just make one and blah, blah, blah. The problem is that they have to mix up a vat of green resin, and they have to make sure that it matches all the parts. And if it's only one person, it means that they have to mix enough that they have enough for that doll, but not too much so that they're wasting a bunch. If it's a mold, they have to make sure that the green skin has been completely cleaned out for when they make it in like white skin or whatever. Also, say they are doing green skin and there's 5 people who want it. They also have to make sure the consistencies of the color are going to be spot on so that everybody gets kind of the same colored green. It's, to me, that sounds overwhelming. But Soul Doll really, really wanted to be that for us as doll collectors. They wanted to be able to offer the different colors for us so that we could have that option. The other thing that they offered was they would offer at least 2 different face-ups. So you could order a green doll with face-up A or a green doll with face-up B. And I also believe that they did offer custom face-ups. I could be wrong. If I am, please let me know. But just having so many options for all sorts of dolls was awesome on their part, but can also be very overwhelming, and it can make it harder to keep track of everything. The other thing is they would constantly come out with new sculpts. It seemed like every month or every couple months they would come out with like a limited edition doll and a limited edition sculpt, and that would be on top of like the 10 other sculpts they would have all the time, and the fact that you could order this sculpt with this face up and in this color, and then they'd have the limited dolls. It was just, I believe from what they said, it was just too overwhelming for them to have all that options. It was too much. So because it took so much more effort and so much more, organization, it did take longer for them to start shipping the dolls out and to fill those orders because they had so many different orders to fill. It seems like now they're trying to make it so they have an order period that you can order specific dolls for that specific month or for that couple specific months, and only in specific skin colors, so that, say if they have one limited doll, but you can only get it in 2 skin colors, then they at least can control that to an extent. Now, so this is what was challenging for them. So I'm reading this, I have all the notes. Because like I said, my husband helped me to understand all of this because my brain doesn't work the way that they wrote it. So what they were saying is they are discontinuing most of their old lines. So again, if I pronounce these wrong, I apologize. They are discontinuing their Zenith boy and girls, their Vito boy and girl, their Kid boy and girl, and all sweeter lines. And these are only to be ordered as full dolls until September 30th. So if you want one of those dolls, you have to order them by September 30th to get the full doll. I don't know, it says heads only in August, but it could be that it's, from what I understand, you can only order those specific heads in August unless they have leftovers, and then they'll sell those off. But I don't believe that they are available in all the skin tones. I think that they're only available in normal skin and white skin. But do not quote me on that. But it does seem like the 30th of September is when you can order a full doll, and August is when you can order just the head. Unless they have anything remaining, then they might sell those until they're all gone. But say you want one of those dolls or one of those heads, do not wait till September 28th because it probably will be too late. And they will not be making new parts of those dolls. So like I said, if you order on the 28th of September, you might be out of luck. They might be like, no, I'm sorry, we are now discontinued. We're not molding anymore. It could be that they just literally have a specific amount that they're willing to do. So if you do want to order any of those dolls, I suggest you do them as soon as possible. And from what I have also read, the layaway used to be 6 months long, and now I believe they've cut the discontinued dolls layaway to 3 months. So again, if you want a specific doll, then you should order it as soon as possible. So what their new plan is they are having a new ordering system so that they can fulfill those orders in a more timely manner, because they don't want to be taking 8 and 12 months to do these dolls for you. So they will be making a new ordering system. I'm not sure what the ordering system will look like. That will obviously come up once they have the new lines up. There is a new doll line called Sweetest, and it seems to be a Yo SD body with larger heads. So I think it's kind of like a Little Fee with an MSD head, from what I've kind of gotten from what they've said. Again, we kind of have to see when they finally put them up. So dolls will be offered in 2 to 3 runs. So for the new dolls that they make, it seems like what they're saying is, say they have Veronica. So I'm using Betty and Veronica. It makes it easier for me. Say they had Veronica, and she is a new sculpt, and she's a new doll you can buy. And you know, the color they might have all the same, like the 5 new colors, the green, the light blue, the purple, like whatever colors they decide they want to have. They might have those extra colors, but it might only be available for that 1 month. They might have that doll available for 2 to 3 order periods, but those fantasy colors might only be available for the first run. And I'm sure that they're going to say all that when they put those dolls up. So if they have Veronica, they might say, from this period to this period of ordering, you are able to get her in whatever fantasy color. But then once that ordering period is over, she might be still available, but only in like normal skin or white skin or even possibly tan skin. But they're just trying to keep their production run to be the least confusing for them, it seems. So each run will have a limited option for skin colors. Special skin colors will only have 1 run. So that's, like I said, what it seems that they're doing. And it seems like they're saying if they offer Veronica, she will only be available for the 2 to 3 runs. They might not do 3, they might only do 2. And she might be discontinued after that run. So it's kind of like they want to have this awesome sculpt, but they don't want to have 45 of awesome sculpts that you can get over whatever time period you feel like. So that it's kind of like specific dolls are only available for a short period of time. And then existing dolls that are not being discontinued. So they're dolls that are not on the discontinued list. And when you go on the website, you should check to see what sculpt is in the discontinued section. Because if you've always wanted, you know, a Vito Lenny, I don't know if that's a real doll, then you know, get it now because you probably won't get it again because he's being discontinued. And and then the dolls that are not being discontinued will have a limited release until early 2019. So it does seem like they're really just totally restructuring their whole company. Just one sec, sorry, I need a drink. So, what we don't know is the discontinued dolls, heads and parts order in normal and white skin apply until September 30th or later. So we're not sure how long exactly the discontinued dolls are going to be available. Like I said, if you want a specific doll, you should get it while they're available. There will be no sales on the discontinued dolls. So if you're waiting for a sale for these discontinued dolls, they said that they do not plan on having a sale on them. So I think it's pretty much, if you want it, you should get it now because they're not going to get any cheaper. And then also what is unknown is each month a chosen color may apply to all dolls. So from what it said, it seems like if they are having a special doll in purple skin, then all other dolls may also be available in purple skin for that time period when that doll is available. So that is kind of what I and my husband got from this announcement. Now, I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be very upset and very outraged, and I personally can understand that. I mean, when I found out that Doll in Mind was getting rid of a lot of the sculpts that I loved, I did rush out and buy them. Now, with Doll in Mind, they said it was a limited chance for you to get these dolls, and then they were going to be discontinued. They have been on there for like 6 months or more. So I don't really know if it's a discontinuing thing like it is with Soul Doll. But with Soul Doll, they've given you a specific date that you're able to get these dolls, and then once those are gone, they're gone. And so, like, I do understand why people are very upset, and it is very sad to see this company have to do this. But on the flip side of it, I feel like this is actually very positive. This company obviously cares about their customers. They care about the fact that they've been taking 8 to 12 months or more to get a doll shipped. They don't want to be the company that everyone's like, there's no point in ordering from them unless you're willing to wait 8 to 12 months. They actually really care about being on time. They care about the quality of their dolls and about their customers. Like, they, I believe, see what it means to be a doll collector. So yes, it sucks. Yes, it's annoying. Yes, all of us are like, I don't have all the credit I need to buy all these dolls. But I do think in the long run, it will be better for people ordering from them. So I hope this video has helped anybody or everybody or somebody. And again, I'm sorry guys that these dolls are being discontinued. But I do hope that people can appreciate what this company is doing for them and what they've done for the years that they've been around. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want me to do a video kind of showing you the website and what's going on, I can do that. My husband actually was like, don't do a face-to-face video, do it on the website. And it's much harder for me to talk like that and explain things without visually looking towards people. For me, I feel like that is easier to understand. But if you guys would like me to do that, I can do that. But yeah, so hopefully this video helped, and again, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for just a couple little pictures that I have taken of my one soul doll I had. So thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.